Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at a level 50 100% IV Buzzwole in the Open Master League. So if you can hit that like button for the dedication and just to support the channel, I do appreciate it. Let's go ahead and see what we have going on here. It performed well. You know, the only thing I was thinking about was this dang Zacian. All the time it's Zacian's the problem. So I decided to just put on Metagross as well as Dialga and say the heck with it. So I'm going straight into the hard counter here, not necessarily something you'd want to do, but we just did that. So Buzzwole, what's going on? Why did I invest in this one and not Pheromosa or Xurkitree? Well, one of the reasons is because I got the 100 straight off the bat. I was like, okay, well, I'll invest in that. I'm going to go ahead and go hard. Xurkitree is not as easy to take out. It takes a little bit longer, therefore this one was just, we're speeding through it. We're getting it done. Pheromosa, Pheromosa, if I can say that right. It's good, I just didn't have 100. I have like a 96, and Xurkitree I have like a 98, like a 15, 15, 14 or something like that, so we're good. Oh yeah, we're good to go, but I didn't go hard because I just can't. I had to edit. I got things I'm going to be doing on the side over here, so I gotta slow it down. I can't just go hard this whole entire event. Shinies, whatever, I don't care. I got a couple. I don't know what I got. I don't even remember. All I know is I was trying to do as many raids as I was physically possible and able to do. So here we are with the Buzzwole. Was it worth the investment? Sure, why not? Is it going to be okay going up against raids as a fighting type user? Sure, it's going to be alright. It's not going to be the best, definitely not, but it's definitely something you can use for fun. Now, as far as the Master League here, had a blast, you know? Not really disappointed with the investment whatsoever. It's a 100. Let's just go with it. It's going to be rare and it's exclusive for this day. I'm sure they'll bring it back with a shiny yet again later down the line. All right, let's get into the commentary here. So we had a Mewtwo lead, horrible lead for us. We swap into Dialga. They're going to be bringing their own Dialga, going for the Iron Head after building up for not quite to Draco Meteor, but they're going to be shielding it up. And an Iron Head's not going to take us out, but the Dragon Breaths are just about going to be able to. Yep, unfortunately not able to get to an Iron Head. So you know, they've used a shield, so I guess that is going for us, on top of Mewtwo being weak to Bug. So let's see what happens here, and it's flexing. It's like, go ahead and bring out your Mewtwo. Let's see what you got going on, and there it is. This will be super effective, plus stab. Let's see how much it does. They don't really need to shield it up. I mean, they got one shield left. It does quite a bit, but they don't have to worry about the counter. That's the thing. And they have a Kyogre in the back, so Metagross is not going to have a good time here. We still have two shields. What am I doing? Why am I not shielding? Well, I have to hold on to them until the very end here. Buzzwole still has a decent amount of health, and we can farm this thing down and then hit them with, I don't know, a lunge and then a superpower. We should be able to take the win, or maybe a couple of superpowers. We'll see. We're taking them out here. They let us. I don't think they were like, oh no. Pretty sure they just let it go so they can go in here with their Mewtwo and handle business with that energy that they did have accumulated here. Plus, they're going to be building up fast. See, it's so close. We need to get to 2 superpowers. But it's almost better to just keep countering down, and they survive with 1 HP. Damn, I had to put this battle in. It was a good game. Really annoyed me. I usually get hyped for those, like, oh, close game. But when I was in editing, I was like, nah, I'll put it in. It was a good game. I can't not just put that in. All right, so next battle, we're met with the Dialga. This is great. And look at this thing, Buzzwole. It's such a silly thing. I didn't like it a long time ago, but now it's awesome. Let's get it. Alright, so this is a good matchup here, going for the superpower, getting a shield. And at this point, countering down's not going to really cut it. Those Dragon Breaths are really starting to add up with the defense debuff that we did give ourselves. Now we're at a 2-stage debuff, swapping into a Dialga. They're going to be bringing in a Zacian, and then immediately going into their Melmetal here. So a little tip, you want to wait for them to throw superpower. You better be quick, because if they have 2, yeah, it's over for you if you're not going to be able to get off this charge move here. So we're able to get off the Draco after they did debuff themselves, therefore taking more damage, and it's just a better position for us to be in. So we can just farm them down that much faster with our Buzzwole here, and down they go. And Zacian. So what we're going to do is lower the attack here. So this lunge is great. I mean, you can go with, you might as well just go with freaking Power Punch, to be honest with you. I don't even know. Lunge is okay, but it just, I don't know. I feel like Power Punch would have just helped with that extra bit of counter damage. All right, so up against the Zacian, this is exactly where we want to be with the lowered attack. We're just going to let that go, no problem. Then farm all the way down and take that win with our Metagross, 100%, level 50, like usual. So fire, yep, this whole team is technically all weak to it. Okay, so Dialga's not actually weak to fire, but it is going to be taking a decent amount because it is part steel. So we have a Heatran, and they freaking call it. You know, I don't get it. Like every time I go for a lunge, they let it go. When I go for a superpower, they call it. I'm not building up to 2 superpowers. It's just that luck of a draw, I guess. Sometimes, not trying to discredit them. They're bringing in a Dialga. It's time to go to Superpower Funtown. There we go, getting 1 shield and retreating, so we can use it later down the line here. And this is still going to be a good situation for us. Although we do need a call if they do have. Yeah, I figured it was an Iron Head. It seemed a little quick. I thought they may have had it with the energy that they did gain up against the Buzzwole. Going for an Iron Head, and they're shielding it up, so that sounds good to me here. So we got a superpower ready to go on the Buzzwole, and we're getting to another Iron Head. Again, I almost feel like maybe... Were we ahead? Not paying attention. Okay, they got a Kyogre. They wanted to gain a little bit of farm, so we bring in the Buzzwole, and I go superpower here. Now, yeah, maybe I should have went for lunge, but I just was going for the damage factor. If we would have went for lunge, it still would have done a decent amount of damage, and we would have been taking less damage and been a lot more comfortable in this position here. But it doesn't really matter. Our Metagross is getting to that Earthquake, and we're going to be taking that win. Let's go, folks. Look at this. We got a freaking level 50 Buzzwole. Are you serious? I can't believe I went so hard. I spent a lot of cash, and my gosh, it was like the whole... I stayed up late. Like, I'm losing rest. I'm not working out. It's just like... It's okay, though. It's not like we're doing it every day. Sometimes you just got to go hard in Pokemon Go when it's your job. And we're up against a Garchomp. So, kind of spacing out its name for a second. We're shielding both up. This is the only play I saw. I really did here. Okay, so we got a Genesect. Now we got to start playing a little bit of mind games. Getting no shield. Oh, right. Getting to the Draco. Let's see. We will KO them if they let this go. And if what do they have in the back that they're going to be relying on with 2 shields? A Togekiss. Sounds good to me. We're going to go ahead and throw in this here. Now, here's the thing. They've got 2 shields. They're in a comfortable position. They can get the Flamethrower. And we're still not looking too good. We can technically... It's not looking... 1 Flamethrower is basically over here, right, folks? So what's going on? We got a Buzzwole in the back with some... Well, most of its health left. Pretty much full health. But still, it's a Charm user that resists everything that we do have on it. Okay, so bring it in the Dialga, and unfortunately not able to get to it. And we just gave them extra farm. Bring it in Buzzwole, and we counter it down. Buzzwole just said, it just jumped up and grabbed Togekiss by the wings and threw it to the ground and said, what is this? What is this? What? I don't know. Not in my universe. I don't know what this is. It doesn't bother me. All right, next battle, we're going to be met with a Dialga. And yeah, you already know this is a great matchup when you're using a fighting type here and going for the superpower. Had a feeling, okay, yeah. Now you could go for lunge, and that would be amazing. Just lower their attack, and then without lowering your stats, ooh, that'd be nice. But we just go for the superpowers and say the heck with it. They bring in a Lugia, we swap into our Dialga, and then they bring in a Melmetal. And again, we're gonna play that whole wait for them to throw a superpower, and then hit them with the Draco, so we can kind of turn this whole situation around here. We're looking okay anyways, but do a little bit more damage to Melmetal because it can be a bit of a nuisance here. Because of the Buzzwole's not necessarily weak to rock, but it's still going to be taking a lot of damage, even though they did go for superpower. All right, countering down. They've got 1 shield left. What we're going to do is throw the lunge on the Lugia. Hopefully we can get to a charge move before they do. Beautiful. And then throw in the Metagross, and we're going to be resisting everything. So, yeah, that's going to be a really hard time for that Lugia over there. Even an Aeroblast, we can let this go, no problem. Let's see how much that does here. It's non-shadow. Okay, I mean, yeah, with an attack debuff, it's looking pretty good here. Can't even bring us down to half. Metagross is going to be able to dominate this. Getting their last shield here. And I do let the next one go. Well, do I shield up? I think I let it go just because it's like, I kind of wanted to finish it off with Buzzwole, a couple of counters here. So I went ahead and let it go, knowing we were going to probably survive it again. Yeah, Aeroblast, and then we counter down. Or bullet punch down the Lugia. In next battle, leading with Buzzwole the entire time. Met with a Garchomp here. Please show me Mudshot, and it is a Dragon Tail. So this was a pretty awesome matchup. I got pretty excited for calling the Sand Tombs, because that would have been horrible shielding those up. They do no damage, first of all, and it's not very effective. So there you go, calling it. Well, the Dragon Tails are really starting to add up here. Another lunge is going to pretty much take out this Garchomp. Let's see if they want to shield up. And they do, and we're going to let this go. Oh, you better believe it. We're going to let this go, and the Buzzwole's flexing. I love it when it flexes like that at the perfect time. Can we counter all the way down? Beautiful, we do. And we're going to go straight for that superpower immediately, kind of a blind throw, and it is going to be a Melmetal, so It doesn't get any better than this. Let's get it. So we are up a shield with 2. They got 1. And as soon as they see my Metagross here, I do believe they just hit back out. And yeah, that's going to be a wrap for that one there. We take the win with the Buzzwole, putting in that work in the beginning, moving it on to our next battle. Met with another Dialga. Yeah, I love it. Let's go. And they're going to be swapping into a Mewtwo. We're going to go ahead and immediately bring in our Metagross here. Still need to look out for Focus Blast, I suppose, but Shadow Ball is the thing you really need to look out for. And there's that Focus Blast. That's why I had it on my mind. I just thought it might be a Shadow Ball. I didn't know it would be a Focus Blast, so good call. You would survive. Plus, the Psycho Cuts are not going to be able to take you out, but they will be able to get you out of there with a Psy Strike after that. So we're going to let this go, calling the Psy Strike. Oh my goodness, felt so nice. Let's go, Metagross. Take out the Mewtwo, looking good. 1-to-1 shield each. Still have 3 Pokemon. Still pretty much all full health. And they're bringing in an Excadrill. This is just looking like nothing but satisfaction wins going on right about now. We're just going for that right before they do throw here. Just doing a little bit of extra damage so we can go ahead and counter down with the Buzzwole. And the Rock Slide's going to do a decent amount. Let's see how much this does here so you can have a reference with that Buzzwole. It's all right. It's doing okay. It's doing all right. Bringing in the Dialga, and we're going to go ahead and throw the Superpower. And we're going to go ahead and take, as soon as they see that, I think they back out here. Yep, and we take that win looking good, folks. Are you kidding me? I love it. This is why it wasn't a... It was steep as far as the Stardust and doing all the raids to get the XL candies in the first place. And then doing the side raids of Pheromosa and Zergatry as well, so it just took a little bit longer. But... like I say, I got the 100, so we're good to go. We're having a blast over here. And I hope you are enjoying the video and giving it a thumbs up. All right, yeah, so this situation is just all bad, right? I didn't want to go straight into Dialga. I figured let's go ahead and just spare Metagross here. But they're letting it go and bringing in a Mamoswine to farm us up and start building up some good energy. Going to go ahead and bring in that Buzzwole, farming them up, and they're going to be bringing in a Togekiss. We're going to go ahead and lower their stats and see what this looks like when we do bring in our Dialga with 2 shields going up against it with an attack drop on the Togekiss. Oh yeah, it's going to be a lot better than before because, well, those charms, it's like basically we've got 2 times the health essentially at this point, right? Or they're doing 2 times less the damage. All right, so I'm going to say this was looking like a loss here because all they needed to do was shield this up and then Buzzwole is going to have hell to pay up against the Charm User. But they let it go, which confused me, and at this point it's over. I mean, Dragon Breath, maybe they underestimated the Dragon Breath damage, but maybe they just knew because we had 2 shields, it was just inevitable as a loss, but good game nonetheless. Moving it on to our next opponent, met with the Dialga. Let's get it on, like usual here. Now, I don't know, I feel like the reason why I'm not going lunge is because my first battle, testing it out with another couple of Pokemon, they were letting it go. Like, the charge move, I was like, what the hell's going on here? I was building up to almost 2 lunges, or... yeah, basically, but 2 superpowers. And then I stopped, and then I started going superpower, and then they started letting it go. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, it's so weird. Anyway, up against another Giratina with our Metagross here. It's been having this horrible fate lately, but it's just what it is. Kind of need to do that to play out of the fighter that we do have, so yeah, we'll figure it out here. They're going to probably have some sort of counter to Dialga. And we're just going to have to truck along. They're going to be throwing another one here, which is great. As much as I wanted to counter down, that's a little bit of an unrealistic thing here. They go for Dragon Claw, and doesn't take us out. Looks like, I wouldn't say they panic, just doing damage before they do go down. They do have a Metagross themselves, so yeah, Earthquake is going to be horrible. We've got 1 shield left. I don't know how the heck we're going to be able to pull this off. I mean, we call the Earthquake here. Okay, that's good. And we're building up to Draco, beyond Draco, going for the Iron Head, and we're getting a shield. Okay, beautiful. This is their last Pokemon, so let's see if we can finesse this win here, folks. Got the Buzzwole in the back, ready to go. And they're getting to another Earthquake here. They're shieldless, though. Is Buzzwole going to be able to pull this off? Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Getting to the superpower, and you better believe that's pretty much a wrap, folks. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up for that 100% IV Buzzwole. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.
So you're finally here! Fantastic!